Hey guys, Paul here, and today I'm casting a PvT game that I played with a good friend of mine a couple of days ago. The reason I wanted to cast this game is because it showcases very well pretty much what a standard PvT game would look like on the ladder these days. Just a little bit of chat between me and my friends. I'm getting a little worse at StarCraft because I've been playing a bit of Han lately, and he beat me on the first game, so he was kind of trash talking a little bit, but I'm pretty comfortable on my PvT matchup. Terran's actually one of my strongest matchups. But anyways, both me and my friend played really well in this game. We had good build orders, good unit compositions, and made really good decisions. Now, since I'm playing in this game, I'm going to cast a little differently than what people normally do. I'm going to try to give you some insight on my thought process throughout the entire game while I'm playing, and maybe try to show you how I determine what I'm up against based on what I scout or what I see during the game. So spawning in this lower left corner is me as playing as the Protoss in the orange here, and spawning in the upper right is my friend Venomizer playing as the Terran. He's really good player, and he really does understand the game very well. So whether you're watching this for the Protoss or the Terran, the strategies for this matchup, you should be able to get something out of this. So anyways, I've got a pretty standard opening, Cyber Core into a simulator, and I've sent out my scouting probe, and what I see when I get here is pretty standard open, right? Barracks, and he's going to pump a Marine out of this to try to deflect my scout. And I haven't actually scouted this this refinery yet, but I will before I leave the base. So I've come in here, checked to see how many gas he has, and I even see that he's dropping a second barracks before his Marine comes out. Now, and I also see that his command center is going to orbital. So this is a pretty standard opening, and basically what I know is he's on one gas with two barracks, and when I see that, I know this basically narrows down into a couple of builds that he can do. I know he's not teching. I know he's not going any kind of Banshee play. Otherwise, he'd have a second refinery when I scout, and he would not have two barracks. So what I know when he drops two barracks is that he's going to either two barracks fast expand or go into some kind of 3 or 4 racks one base timing push. And that's all I know for now. So how I react is I'm playing my standard open, I've got my gateway, and I've pumped up my second simulator. I've got two options here. If I think he's going to expand, I'm probably going to want to expand as well. I could go, well, first of all, I could go 4 gate and try to end the game on one base, but I know that's not going to work, especially with the warp gate timing delayed 20 seconds from the last patch from Blizzard. I know I'm probably not going to break that if he has a bunker up and handful of Marines and a couple of Marauders. So what I could do is go into a 2-gate expansion, which would put me even with him in terms of economy, but I'm only 75% sure that he's expanding right now, which he is, but I don't see that. So in order to be safe against any kind of pressure, I've dropped actually a robo bay. So I'm actually going 2-gate robo into expansion here because I'm afraid of a push. So the first thing I do is chrono boost out an observer on the robo bay, and then I'm going to expand down here. And basically what that's going to do is my observer is going to get to his base. I'm going to be able to see if he's either expanded or if he has gone 4 racks. And if he's gone 4 racks, I'm going to cancel my expansion and pump some units, probably pump up a 3rd gateway and pump some units out to defend. If I see that he's expanded, I can just leave my Nexus and keep going. You can also see I'm chrono boosting out, well, not chrono boosting apparently, but I'm making an Immortal, which is very important to defend against that early push. There's the chrono boost, because Immortals are very good against Marauders. So I missed it showing here, but you can see he's got 2 Marauders and like 9 Marines, and if I was 4-gating him, there's no way I could have broken that if he had a bunker up, which most of the time people will do. He didn't build a bunker. I guess he felt pretty safe already, but anyway, he's moving out to expand. I can see that now with my observer, and I'm going to do the same. I'm expanding. So because I didn't know if he was going to 4-ax or expand, I had to play it safe, and now I'm behind on the ecomp. That's okay. Right here we had a little bit of an engagement. I know when he's expanding, he's going to apply some pressure, which is exactly what he just did there. Most people do, just to put him in a better position when they expand. So I want to move my units out to the watchtower and basically stop him from pressuring me right here at my expansion. And that's really all that was in his expansion. You can see our supplies equal, 50-50, and our army size is pretty equal. No one would have gained anything out of that battle if we had actually fought, so he wisely pulled away, and he's droning up. He knows he's ahead because I've got my robo-gate up. Robo facility up. But now my second nexus is coming up. You can see he's ahead on the income because he's got that expansion, and I opted to play safe. But once mine's up, it won't be too far behind here. I'm just transferring probes now. When you have 2 bases, you want to transfer basically half your probes into your natural, and I just got scanned there, so he knows exactly what's going on. Because when you've got a fully saturated base, your 3rd probe on each mineral patch only mines at 50% of the first 2, so you really want to get all the patches mining with 2 before you get the 3rd one in. Now, he scanned me. He knows I've got a Robo Bay up, tech into a Colossus, and he's ready to make a push now. Sorry, I just paused there. I thought production was P units. So he's got a pretty good size army here. He's got a couple of medevacs, and he's just kind of scouting around, seeing. He's came in, thought about maybe attacking because he's got his stim pack upgrade finished, and he thought about attacking, but basically what happened was he saw my Colossus when he came in, and he was afraid of that. So the timing on the Colossus there by me was very good, because he was thinking about attacking. If I didn't have that Colossus, he probably would have done some good damage there. So I had my Colossus out. He was afraid of that, and he definitely didn't want to attack into that until he had Vikings. So right now, I know that. I saw him when we were playing, that he turned around because he saw my Colossus. So I know he's making Vikings. I know that. So at some point, I'm going to want to tech switch into Templar. But I'm not too worried for now because I've only got 1 Colossus, and if he does take that down, at this point in the game, it's not... well, it is critical, but I won't lose the fight if I'm positioned well with all these sentries here and an Immortal. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable. He's definitely ahead now. You can see 20 supply. So he's going to attack into me pretty soon here. He knows that he expanded before me, so he's economically ahead. He's got mules, which are insanely cheap. But right now what he's doing is he's probably waiting for a few more Vikings to take down my Colossus, probably around 8 or so. And this is a very threatening army. Now, if you make this army with Vikings, you will probably beat every Platinum player, Protoss player out there. You really need good unit control to deal with that. And I've got a lot of sentries because sentries are amazing. And I guess he's talking about a little bit of blunder there. When he was killing my observer, he almost attacked and killed his command center there. So anyways, I finished researching extended thermal launch, which is pretty critical, and I'm breaking the rocks here. I'm not thinking about expanding my third yet. I'm just breaking it just to get ready to expand into my third. My econ's really finally getting up there, and I can start massing units. Now this unit composition is pretty good. You want a good amount of zealots against Marine Marauder, so they take a lot of damage, and a lot of sentries are very, very critical in the PvT mid game. Those force fields are really the only thing that's going to make a difference. And what I've got here is I'm still pumping Colossus. I know he's making Viking